Today's guest comes from Ireland. He incorporates Irish traditional sounds in his music and, in my very humble opinion, he's also one of the artists that we should be absolutely watching for the next few years. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Darren Kiely. Hi.
How's it going?
Really good, really good. How's it going with you? Welcome back to the Netherlands.
It's great to be back.
Yeah. Last year in May, you were here, also at Melkweg.
Yeah.
But you were in the smaller venue, and now you're like one bigger.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Because it's happening also quickly.
It's nice. It's nice to actually see some familiar faces, like the same stage manager as last time, and people around the venue, and just to, I guess, to have walked past those venues last time and to know you're kind of going up a little bit. It's nice. Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah, before you know it, you're in the big venue.
We'll
or
see.
you're selling out arenas of us
see.
live. You
Yeah.
never know. You're also nearing the end of your European mainland tour. What has been the biggest pinch me moment so far? Because I know that you now also have a band with you, and that was one of the things that you wanted to last year.
Yeah.
But like, what was your main pinch me moment so far?
I think it's the same moment each night when you just kind of initially walk out, and some of the stages, definitely there's people like all the way over and all the way to the left, and you're kind of like, you just forget that people have, bought a ticket to go and see you. I think maybe a bit of it is having played a few support shows in America before, so I haven't played a headline show since the shows in May, other than some festival stuff. So to be like, oh, there's people going to the show to listen to music, you're kind of like taken aback for a little while. So it's the same every night, I think.
And also people are, you guys don't know this, but people are already waiting for his show outside. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's mad. I just presumed they were there for the other show.
Surprise.
I kind of keep, I'm not great, I kind of keep my head down. I'm like, I'll smile and stuff but I'm, it doesn't really make sense. How would you comprehend that?
Yeah.
It doesn't
That people
really,
are waiting for you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to stay humble,
Yeah, maybe. But it's, and some faces you'll recognize from, the last tour and stuff, which is just really nice to know that people want to come back and spend the time going to the show. It's nice.
That is so cool. And after this, you headed to the UK and Ireland, and then to Australia and the US. Are some of your friends and family visiting you on tour? Or?
I'll have friends and family for the first time tomorrow night in London.
Oh.
They'll make a little trip, and then it'll be a lot of familiar faces in Ireland.
Ireland,
At the different
yeah.
people will pick different shows to go to or whatever. So that's lovely too.
So they're standing there with like, go there.
Yeah, it's just backstage is always like in rooms like this, it'll just be 15, 20 people just having 4 or 5 different conversations, and I'll just be kind of going around. It's lovely. Like that's another time when you're like, there's no way all these people will be in the same room. It's tricky to do that because people are busy, and then when you have a night like that, it's like, it is nice to have everyone that you love in the one room. Yeah.
Really cool. So about your music, what is the best piece of feedback that you've ever gotten about your music, and how did that change the way that you make music?
I think the one comment that really hits me sometimes is when people say, whenever you don't think like your music matters, it does matter, and that's happened. I can picture those 2 times it's happened on this tour. So it's not even like feedback or like a compliment or anything. I guess it is kind of a compliment, but it's not really about the actual songs or lyrics or technical things. It's more like just knowing that it means a lot in someone's life. I think that's been, I don't know, has it changed? I think it sticks with me when I'm like, when you're trying to write songs and it's not going as good as possible, or you're in moments where you wish things were a little bit better. That knowing that it can have that impact in some people's lives is definitely gives me a kind of a confidence.
That keeps you going.
I think it does, especially when you begin to kind of maybe doubt yourself at moments. That's really it's like a support in those moments.
It's like a little kick in the butt.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, knowing that those people want to see you do well, but like you feel like you almost owe them or something, which is in the best way possible.
Yeah, no, not in a pressure.
No, it never feels like that. It just feels like, all right, I want to do my best for those people, which is, it's the best way possible, I think.
So my favorite song of yours so far is your newest single, actually. It's
Okay.
called Wait. Now,
Yeah.
I love it, actually.
Thank you.
It's a very deep and self-aware song. What is your favorite lyric of the song and why?
I think the bridge when it says closed door, screaming for a life, or screaming when the doctor told you no more. I feel like that. When I wrote that section, that was like, the song was kind of escalating as it goes along until that moment, and then that felt like the real deepest moment where I felt like, that's what an escalation of those thoughts and feelings can get to, and that really hit me, and it just felt like it was at that point I went from kind of, I liked the song to being like, right, this makes me really feel something. So probably that moment in the song, yeah.
I also know that on your EP From the Dark there's one little bit more happy song. How reflective of your current life are your EPs? Is it like only from this year, or do you also add like songs from years before that you wrote years before? Yeah,
it's funny how they've come out. The Lost EP was probably more reflective of the year before and the year around that EP. Whereas From the Dark, which is more recent, is actually about probably times previous to that, I just hadn't captured them in songs yet. I probably stayed away from trying to capture them. And then, I don't know if they're reflective of my life right now. I think a lot of the songs tend to lean more emotional and possibly darker than my life is, but I guess I'm describing certain moments rather than the actual landscape of my life, because it's funny because someone said you sing really sad songs and then you like smile afterwards on stage, which obviously sounds psychotic.
Yeah, but it's good that you still can smile. Because
and the melodies are kind of happy because I'm pretty happy a lot of the time, but I guess I'm capturing what I feel are the more powerful moments in life is when you're a bit, more emotional, or things are a bit darker maybe. I also really love how you incorporate like traditional Irish sounds in your music. Is that something that whenever you perform your Irish like incorporated songs, that you feel more at home wherever you are in the world? Or is it just like, I think
just something that comes naturally?
I'm not as aware, I think I'm more aware of what sounds sound more Irish when people say it back to me than when I'm actually playing them. Or there's some songs I'm like, I don't even think that was very, very Irish, and then people would say like it reminded me of a road trip when I was in Ireland or something like that. I think the themes of my songs and what I talk about is moving away from home and missing it, or sometimes the guilt of having to move away from home to feel like I needed the space to do what I'm doing now. And I think that always makes me like long to be home. So that's, whether it's the actual sound of it or actually probably more the content or the lyrics of it, definitely I feel a connection and almost a longing for more connection when I'm playing the songs. Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, especially when you're on the other side of the world. So we're going to be trying some Dutch food now.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been looking at it for a few minutes.
You've been staring at it.
Yeah.
So first up we have sugarbread, Fries sugarbread, Frisian sugar bread. It was basically gifted to women when they had just birthed a girl.
Okay.
Because it was said to heal. And also sugar bread needs to have like sugar, like at least 40% sugar in the bread to be called sugar bread.
Okay.
So
it's
just
pretty good.
give it a try.
Is this like a normal dose of it? This one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
You don't have to eat the entire thing, you know.
I think if there's 40% sugar in it, I think you're gonna want.
Well, in the entire loaf, And okay, usually the things are best from the baker, but
it's delicious.
Right? Yeah. See, there is good Dutch food. Yeah. Amazing.
Are there people saying that isn't nice?
I think a lot of people haven't tried Dutch food. I think they only know the things of like herring and licorice, which I'm also giving you, but doesn't matter. And some other things, but I really like Dutch food. It's like comfort food.
Oh, that's delicious, yeah.
And also, so this is called ouwewijvenkoek, which translates to the old wife's cook, like I told you before. Oh, yeah. It comes from the north of the Netherlands, and it's filled with rye wheat and anise seeds.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
and they say that a bit of butter is part of it.
All right.
So.
Give it a go.
And they usually eat it with like a cup of coffee or tea or something.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's tricky to go from something so sweet to this, but I know it's
okay,
nice.
I know it for the next time. I need to turn it around.
Yeah. I'm afraid of the licorice coming up next.
No, that's why I'm keeping this plate for you. You know,
okay,
so you
good.
can just
Yeah, go straight back to it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is my favorite. No, it's not my favorite. I actually really like the double salted ones because I have taste. So this is called schoolkrijt. And do you remember when on primary school something you had those boards with like the little chalk things?
Yeah.
This is basically, it reminds people of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can try one. It's the most popular one in the Netherlands, and it has like a minty outside and licorice on the inside.
Did you bite it?
You can bite it, yeah. I will keep the plate next to you in case.
No, it's okay. We'll wait till the cameras are off. I want to.
I want to see the faces.
My face usually doesn't lie, so I'm going to hopefully it gives it just a nice face.
It's the sweet kind, so you're lucky that it's not the salty one.
Oh, it's crunchy.
It is crunchy. Oh, I see doubt. I don't see horror, but I don't see love.
Yeah.
It's not it.
It's the mint on the outside prevents you from tasting too much licorice, which is a good thing. Yeah.
So licorice is not really a thing in Ireland.
It's not my thing. I think some people. I
can
definitely remember one of my grandparents having licorice.
Oh, they had taste.
And bull's eyes. Do you have ever seen those? They're like hard, like a red rock in the middle and white around. I don't know. Can't even describe the taste.
No, I think it is Irish, probably.
I can have one of them again, but I wouldn't.
You want to have an extra?
This one, yeah. This is good. There'll be no gig. Thank you. Well.
Also, you get to keep all of this, so you can traumatize your friends later.
Really brilliant.
Now, what we're going to do actually is we're going to play a little quiz.
Okay.
So, this is the start of the terrifying things. It's true or false.
Okay.
So, 50-50 shot.
It's never 50-50 though, is it?
Okay, so for every good question, you get one of these stones.
Okay.
And you need these stones to play the traditional game later, but I will explain you the game later because I don't want to confuse you.
Okay. Yeah, easily confused.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I looked at your face, I was like,
fair,
no,
yeah, very
it's
fair.
not going to happen.
Very fair.
Okay, so 2 minutes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The first time the Dutch and Irish teams played a football match against each other was in 1924.
True.
5,000 bikes are removed from the canals in Amsterdam each year.
True.
False more. We have a Bible Belt in the Netherlands.
True.
We have trees in the Netherlands that are said to heal you.
The bread was... False.
No, it's true. Dutch people are so tall because of our diet.
False.
Yeah, it's natural selection. Dutch soldiers once beat the Spanish army during a war when they were on ice skates.
Sounds cool. True.
Yeah. Hollandaise sauce is not French, but Dutch.
I'm going to say false.
Yeah, it's named after the Netherlands though.
Yeah.
We have the largest man-made island in the world.
Where else would be? Yeah, true.
Yeah. We have a national tile whipping competition.
A national what?
Tile whipping.
Oh, this is timed. True.
Yeah.
I should be way faster.
Our names for storms are Irish, English and Dutch due to a collaboration of the Dutch, Irish and English weather centers.
True.
Yeah. French fries are actually Dutch.
False.
Yeah, they're Belgian. The Netherlands is a kingdom.
True.
We have a traditional sport where you jump with a stick over canals.
True.
We have 10 inhabited Dutch islands in the north of the Netherlands.
False.
Yeah, it's 5. We have silent compartments on Dutch trains.
True.
Dutch people over 18 drink an average of 100 liters of beer per person each year.
False.
Yeah.
It's reckless.
Bluetooth is a Dutch invention.
Bluetooth. False.
Oh, it's made by a Dutch guy, yeah. The black-tailed godwit is the national bird of the Netherlands.
True.
We have 10 million inhabitants in the Netherlands. You can keep
I
it.
think 10 million. God. False.
Yeah, we have 18.
Ah, that's good.
You did so good.
That's
Oh my
all
god,
right.
I've never had that before.
Really?
Really never.
Yeah, I started thinking about them too much at the start.
That has never happened. Oh my god, I'm in shock.
Yeah.
Okay, but for the game, I think we need to place ourselves.
I have a good
there.
chance in the game.
You
now.
have,
Yeah.
oh my god. Okay, so this game, you also have 2 minutes, but you have 3 rounds. So what you basically want to do is you want to get as many stones in here as possible. And when you have 1 stone here, 1 stone here, 1 stone here, 1 stone here, it's 20 points instead of like like the individual ones. Yeah, yeah. So what we usually do is we make sure that there's loads in front of here, and then you can easily like just like put them in there. Does it make a little bit of sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Oh, this is not for me. Oh,
You'll get better
there
at
we
it.
go.
See?
So you can hit it off. Okay. Good.
But don't worry, you also get the points of all the answers you had correctly. Oh, this one.
There we
See?
go.
Okay, and then we do it like this.
Go again.
Yeah. You're a natural. Okay, the 3.
The 3 is huge. Oh. So close.
Oh, so close.
Off the
Okay.
side. There we go.
Okay, last round.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
we
you
need
only
3,
need
right?
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One thing is for sure, you're already at the top of the list. Like, so this is 40 for these points, and then you still have like all the questions that you answer correctly, because it is important, because by the end of the season, the person that is like on number 1, number 2, number 3, it gets like this big box with Dutch goodies, and I will load it for you with like licorice, because you love it so much, especially the salty ones. And 48, 50, 52, 53. Oh my god.
Will do.
What?
Yeah.
53 points. That is insane. Thank you so much.
Thanks a million.
For playing this and for
all the
joining me.
gifts.
Yeah, you're welcome. You get to keep all of this. You get to traumatize everyone with it.
Thank
so
you.
enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy the last show on mainland Europe and then
you
the
so
rest
much.
of your tour.